try to see the way the world turned what happened to me. It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream. Chance I get. You can't change nothing if you don't do that. I pay my taxes even when it hurts. Sometimes I think though it's just getting worse.
How y'all doing, baby? Hey, guess what? It's Thursday, baby. It's Thursday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting, and I'm glad y'all are here, baby. Because if you weren't, I'd be sitting here looking kind of silly. Anyway, Bart Larson came in. Thank you very much. Deborah Douglas is here. Dwayne Twizzle and Dorothy Tyndall. Randy Peterson. Whew, yes, it's still hot, buddy. I'm hoping for some kind of relief this weekend. I'm telling you, it's getting brutal out here. Gary Spring all the way up in Canada. Thank you very much. Robin Arnold and Nancy Halverson. Bruce Preston is here. Mildred Ocasio. Thank you, darling, for being here. Mega Wet Willie. How you doing, buddy? Always glad to see you there. Let me see. Misha Chick. Always one of our co-hosts there. Is always happy to see her in the room to help with everything. Hello, Jane Shanky. How are you doing? Jess Coggins is here. Deborah Douglas, Irene Lambert. Man, Michael Johnson, KY is here. Thank you, buddy. Talking to him earlier. Jerry Wallace. Always happy to see you, brother. Been with us a long, long time, Jerry. I appreciate you so much. There's our own Bernadette Prius in the room. Thank you, darling. Gordon Marble. And Bob K. and BW. And shit, everybody's here. Let me get on down here. We won't even get this thing started today. Oh, Lord, there's a lot of messages already. Ooh, I'm trying to find the bottom. There it is. Donald Ware and Dina Michael is here. Anyway, it is Thursday, I think. It is Thursday. Right? I have no freaking idea, really. I think it's Thursday. Yeah, we're heading into a weekend, baby. That's right. We have a chance of rain this weekend. And I hope we get some because we can sure damn well use it. Anyway, balmy 80 degrees here up there in Kansas City. So, KY is really suffering up there. Anyway, what's in the news today? Well, gun charges, baby. That's right. We got gun charges against Hunter Biden. We're going to get him for the lying on the gun report there and lying to the guy that was behind the counter and doing drugs while he's on while he had a gun there. Hey, we're going to get him and hang him right. Justice will be served. Are you shitting me? You know, last August, an appeals court struck down that law that says that you got to tell them if you're on drugs. Why? Well, because people are on drugs in this nation. You know, people out in California and Colorado, places where marijuana is legal. You know that's an illegal drug, don't you? So if you bought a gun, well, you lied on your form and are subject to arrest and indictment, I guess, because that's where we're going with this shit. This deal was already made out. It had a deal had been struck, but no, that's not going to do, baby. That's not the era we're in anymore. We're in the area of vengeance, baby. Vengeance, and we're going to get your ass. That's right, you impeached our guy twice. We're going to impeach your guy. For what? Oh, we don't know. We'll figure out something. That's what Donnie said. Just get him for tax evasion or something. We'll figure it out later. Yeah. That's where we are in our national discord now. We're not taking care of the problems that Americans face. We're too busy dealing with a party that is out for vengeance, and they want something to show Donnie. You don't think he's still the one back there pushing the buttons right before this impeachment bullshit? Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz. Well, did y'all hear about that shit on the floor today? Or not on the floor, in committee meeting, I guess. They were threatening Kevin McCarthy. If you don't get off his ass and get on with the impeachment, they're going to take his ass away and remove his gavel. And what was McCarthy said? Something to the effect of bring it fucking on. Bring it on. Move your motion. And which Matt Gaetz says, pass the freaking budget. Yeah, it's a war within the Republican Party is what we're dealing with, and it's damn near entertaining if it weren't.
Up here today, did you guys turn the heat up?
I'm trying to. What my thing keeps on doing? OBS recommended. Anyway. That's just the smoke from my was burning up to death down here. That's all it is.
Yeah. I know. It is way too warm up today.
It's hot. It is hot. And Mr. Chick, how are you, dear?
I have a sweater on.
Oh.
Just rubbing it in now.
Look,
just rubbing it in.
It's kind of hovering
I got
around.
a sweater on. I got shorts on and an air conditioner on, and it's still hot in here.
Oh.
Pitiful.
Okay. We won't talk about that.
But we have change in the air, they say. My weatherman says, the one I usually listen to, says that they're going to have a little, it's not a cold front, it's just going to be a front that moves through and going to lower the temperatures by about maybe 2 or 3 degrees.
I'll try and open the doors and turn the fans on.
Well, actually, I'm looking forward to this one because it kind of officially down here where we live, once that front moves through, no more hurricanes for us down here. That will keep it pushed away from the coastline here. It doesn't put Florida and them out of shot, but in my neck of the woods here on the Gulf Coast. Yeah.
Florida can have a hurricane at 5.
Well, we got a lot of blue outs down there, baby. We don't want them getting hurt too. I'm telling you though, Florida. I've seen something about Florida today.
If it hit Mar-a-Lardass, how would it hurt?
What did I say? I saw a story about Florida today, and it started with neo-Nazis. Some guys standing out there giving a Hitler salute. That's what Florida has been attracting, with white supremacy and all that stuff. And DeSantis ain't doing shit about it, except stoking the fires, But anyway, the important part is that we have gun charges against Hunter Biden, and we have opened an official impeachment inquiry into Joe Biden. So we can all rest assured. Yes. No evidence.
Why don't we just hey? You know what? I capitulate.
What?
Let's just skip the indictment and the trial and the charging and mugshots and just go ahead and throw Biden's ass in jail and let's get this shit over with, and then we can move on to more important issues of the day.
That's what a lot of people are taking, that exact stance. If he did something illegal, he should stand account for that. And
I'm just saying, John, whether he did it or not, let's just go ahead and put him in jail.
Let's go ahead and put him in jail. Yeah, let's
do that.
He's got
and
nothing to do anyway.
Sacrificial lamb there, Bernadette?
Yes, absolutely. For the sake of democracy, hell yeah.
I wonder when we're going to open the inquiries in Ivanka and Jared and Don Jr.
Why would we do that, John?
Huh?
It sounds like you believe that they're part of a, criminal conspiracy family?
It would appear that way, wouldn't it? A crime family. That's exactly what it is, and they've incorporated the Republican Party as a whole into their crime family. So that's what we're looking at. That's how come we have the gun charges. That's how come we have the impeachment inquiry. This isn't
Do you have a name for that crime family? That commits fraud every waking moment?
The name Trump comes to mind.
Oh, the Trump crime family.
Yeah.
Sounds plausible. I think it's a keeper.
It's the way he ran his business. Why wouldn't he run his government the same way?
It's the way he runs his family, obviously.
Get all them people down there, nobody wants to talk to us. Ain't that some sad shit? That's some sad shit right there.
Oh, they'll pop in a minute.
Well, you know, because, you know.
So
Yeah.
have you
Some of 'em
heard
have to
about?
poke with a stick, though.
Have you heard about Heckle and Hyde Jekyll and Hyde out there in Colorado?
Oh, are you? Please tell me you're talking about Miss Boobert.
Yes, Bobo the
Bobo
clown.
the clown?
Bobo the clown.
Yeah.
Did y'all see her getting kicked out of the
Yeah.
theater?
But did you see what happened previous to all that?
No, pray tell, what
No.
did happen before that?
Well, she went around her district and she was being nice and civil and talking about actual things that they need to talk about in her district.
Really?
Because she was going to take a different way of doing things. She's
Really?
not that girl anymore.
Oh, she's not that good.
Right? Until she went to the theater.
Until she went to the theater with Jimbo there. She was.
And Mr. Hyde, Ms.
Yeah.
Hyde, came out.
I'm telling you. Do you know who I am? I am on the board. And no, she wasn't on the board. She's just trying to
But
throw
she's
shit
not
out.
the only one. She's not the only one. DeSantis is doing that down in Florida now. He's trying to say, oh no, we aren't going to go after any women who want abortions. It's
No.
not about the women. It's about the doctors.
It's about
Bullshit.
the doctors, really?
Yeah, their state law that they put into
Shit.
effect. It's bullshit. It's about anybody that assists in any way, shape, or form with an abortion. And that means people who are actually getting one. Jeez.
Seems to be
He's
a
trying
thing
to go
within
soft.
within the Republicans trying to cause hate and discord. Well, Tommy Tubbashit's doing the same thing with the holding on the.
They're not, let me correct you, they're not trying. They actually are
Yes.
causing hate. They're not trying anymore. They're actually doing it.
Yeah, go figure that shit. Hey, let me send out a quick thank you to Michael Johnson, who came in with a $2 donation and said, "I'll be there in a few. Fuck Trumpet, fuck Abbott, fuck DeSantis, and fuck Sportfoot." Where are you going, KY? I'll be there in a few. Well, shit. I'll look for you, brother. I know where you'll be. I hope so. James, are you with us?
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing great. It's like 77 degrees and going to be 55 tonight.
You took my cool air. You took it, James. Well, your
Gotta
fault.
go somewhere. Y'all are just holding on to it for spite, man. Just want to watch us suffer down here. Oh, what a
Bless you.
day. Anyway,
And don't sneeze into the phone anymore. We're not trying to catch COVID in our earbuds, okay?
Yeah.
it
And
travels
John,
right through the
what's
wire.
up with the sunglasses?
I knew. That's right. I almost should have started a timer to see how long it's going to take before. Well, the story was this. There it is again. A whole thing. I've told this story before. I'm laying there innocently on my back. And what happens? My truck reaches out. I think it was a tie rod. Reaches smack right down on. I'm swearing I'm thinking about calling the police and filing assault charges on that freaking truck. I broke my glasses.
Oh,
no.
Lord.
So these are prescription. These are
I figured.
yeah.
But they're
Well,
probably older
they work.
ones, aren't they? Yeah.
They work better in the sunshine.
They still make you look really cool.
Oh yeah, that's what
You
it
look
is.
like
Yeah,
Got
Hey,
your,
you look like Johnny Fever.
that's what I was
got
going
his
for.
dark Brandon glasses
Yeah,
on.
dark Brandon. That's what I
You
was
me-
going for. That's
Do you
the
remember
look.
Johnny Fever off of WKRP?
Yeah, that's all I needed was just It's, there were a few words spoken at the time that we shan't repeat, but I was not a happy camper.
Well, as long as the eyes are actually
Yeah.
still in.
Yes, the
Oh, that's
eyes are
good.
still in the sockets. There's no black eyes. There's nothing there. See, I didn't whack myself anywhere. I thought I did. I was pretty sure that was going to leave a mark, but no, just busted glasses. So
God dang it. If it ain't one
I'm
thing, it's
telling you.
another, right?
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, what's that song say? If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. That's not true. I have my Blue Dot family, and they bring me all the luck I need. Look at there. Somebody finally reached in here, and I know what I want to ask him. We seem to have a piece of missing mail.
Oh,
No. Get your mind out of there.
unmute, Michael.
Hi, Michael. Uh-oh. Michael, I can't hear
And
you.
you can't.
Off my
There
sorry.
you
Well,
are.
you did speak up, dude.
Yeah, my Bluetooth was on. Hey, did you hear that Bimbo Bart is date that guy that she was with is a Democrat out of Aspen, Colorado.
Oh, really?
Oh, I didn't know
Yes,
that.
We love you back,
And he
Carolyn,
owns-
John.
he owns
Is
a
he-
bar.
Is he
owns
taking
a
one?
bar.
Yeah, he.
He owns a Hold on a minute. He owns a bar, and they have
Okay.
He owns a bar, and they have drag shows there.
Oh, really?
The
Don't
hypocrisy.
tell me she's getting exposed to culture.
Well, what is he getting
Oh,
exposed to?
Yeah, you know what he's getting. You
You
saw it.
almost exposed everybody in the theater when she was leaving. Okay.
Let's play
Vaping?
into
She
that
was
subject.
vaping in the theater? I mean,
Oh, and singing
yeah.
and
And
being
singing.
overly boisterous and annoying. You know, come on.
she's,
And it wasn't
she's
a
a
movie,
congresswoman.
it
Who are
was
these
a
peons around her?
She
She
was
had-
at the theater. I mean, the actual live performance was being annoying.
I'm sure penicillin stocks went up. She reminds me of that Dr. Hook song, Penicillin Penny.
I'm telling you. I didn't
Hey,
know the
you
guy
know-
she was with was a Democrat, though. I did not know that. That just puts a little
Yeah.
icing on the cake there.
Did,
Yeah.
did you know that she's a lush?
She's a lush.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lush.
That's,
she is.
that's hey, she's single.
You
now.
can get her drunk and she'll do anything.
Yeah, not a problem, baby. She was dressed rather snazzily.
That's one way to put it.
She,
Yeah, that's-
she was
that's-
trying to
I'm
come
trying
up
to
out
be
that
nice.
dress, okay? No, the dress was trying to run away.
Just was trying to get away from her. Oh lordy, it is. It's the entertainment parts of life, that we get to look at. This is a sitting congresswoman, and she's in there vaping and singing in a live performance.
It's what?
Come on, man, really? I have more couth than that.
What?
I ain't gonna start
Okay.
that shit in the middle of a damn
Oh.
tequila makes
Yeah.
her clothes
If you're
fall off.
just an
I know that
anonymous
song.
citizen, she's
Huh?
not. Come on. Have some decorum.
I don't think they
I
know
heard
what that
someone
is
say-
anymore. I
I
think the decorum is gone. Look what Kevin McCarthy's saying in the. Give me your what was his quote?
Decorum.
Uh,
That's why That's why Mitt
was
Romney
the
is hanging up his shoes. He's just tired of all the decorum.
Oh, yeah. And
is that what he's-
Kevin,
Is that what he's talking?
Kevin's going through puberty because it sounds like almost part of a testicle fell.
Well, this is going to be. I'm interested to see who's going to push here. Either Kevin McCarthy or the Freedom Caucus.
Matt is seriously on that button. Okay.
Hi, Donna. Yeah, this is a push between the what I call the teabaggers. That's what the Freedom Caucus is. That's the teabaggers that came out of when Obama was elected. Those are the idiots, Jim Jordan and a lot, and they are pushing. They're pushing a lot of shit, and they're putting Kevin McCarthy in a position that not half. There are some Republicans that don't want to play ball with the impeachment of Joe Biden, and they don't want to. There's another issue I was thinking about, but I can't think right now because my mind is shut. Anyway,
You hear where there were some F-bombs thrown behind
that's
the
what I'm talking
closed
about.
door?
Yeah,
McCarthy.
McCarthy's saying, "Move your fucking motion." That's what he said.
Decorum,
Move your
John.
fucking motion. That's what he said.
Decorum.
I mean,
much?
If-
Okay.
If it's good enough for a congressman to use, I guess we'll just
He
teach that
almost
in
stomped his
kindergarten.
foot.
Did you bring in your homework, little Billy? Fuck no.
Hey.
Yeah.
Dominic's 8th grade class behaves better than that.
I would
Trust me.
imagine.
Them little boys is rough. Okay.
I don't know what they expected Kevin McCarthy going to do. He's
No, the question. No. What did Kevin expect? He gave this shit up from day one.
yes. Oh, he knew what he was
From
stepping
day
into.
one.
He knew what he was saying. It only takes one vote to oust him. That's the new rule. So he was under the gun from the moment he walked in. You know, it's just who's going to step up, pull that hammer. That's what he's asking.
I seen where Chris Hayes was asking them all where this about this copy of this agreement they all agreed to, and nobody seems to have a copy of the fucking thing. It just keeps moving around from person to person. Oh, I don't have it. This guy has it. That guy don't have it. This guy has it. None of them fucking have a copy of this damn agreement.
There's only one copy. Only one person can see it at a time, and you know it's always moving. You know, it's so much. You know, the Republican Party right now is just it's empty of anything except vengeance and bullshit. That's all the Republican Party has to work with nowadays. Whether it be the charges against Hunter Biden or the impeachment against Joe Biden now or anything else you want to point to. Jim Jordan has made a mockery of the Justice Committee. You know, it's ever since Donnie left, this has been nothing but a constant drumbeat of do whatever it takes to beat down Joe Biden and the Democrats, and screw the American people along the way. Because what does that matter? You know.
Come on.
But
There was some sadness the other day that it was hard to find it on the news. Not sure why, but the representative out of Alaska lost her husband in a plane crash just a couple days ago.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That was devastating for her.
Mary Petula?
Petula.
Something like that.
I think it's said like that.
Yeah, it's just sad.
Yeah.
I know they do
That is
travel
sad.
a lot in small planes around Alaska.
Oh, people
Yes, they
live on.
do.
Yeah. My brother-in-law, that's the only way he got around up there. He flew it back and forth from Alaska down here. He had a landing strip right next to his house, so he'd take off from here, and of course he'd have to stop for fuel quite a few times because it was a small airplane. But yeah, that's how most people get around up there is by plane.
Yep.
If you're traveling in the state, you know. But anyway,
Well.
yeah, that was a heartbreaking story to see that.
Our
Nobody wants
condolences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see that happen to anybody.
No.
Well, almost nobody. I'm just saying.
Well, there's a rather large plane that could go missing and nobody would give a fuck.
I would think that too,
especially
except it's got a
the
pilot, a
Bermuda
co-pilot,
Triangle
a navigator,
rings the bell.
a couple of flight engineers. I don't know. It would cost too much. You know, if it was just him that just got ejected out the window by accident, well, that would be an act of God. That's what I'd look at it. So. I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing that what my mind keeps going to is because I saw an interview with Donnie. I don't think it's aired yet. This was a little clip or something, and he is still beating the drumbeat of how he was cheated. 2024 is not going to be an easy year. This is not going to be an easy election.
No.
This is not going to be an easy time in our country. It's going to be a very turbulent
Already
time.
a shit show.
Yeah.
You know, Georgia was broadcasting live today. Court, the things happening in the court case with the two
Cheeseboro and what's her name?
and
Sidney Powell.
the cracking lady.
Yeah. Sidney Powell and Cheesebro.
The cracking lady.
Cheesebro.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger.
Yeah. Well, they're going to get their trial. It should start pretty soon.
October 23rd, according to the judge. You know, the really cool thing about seeing it live is that this judge is not fucking around. I think one way or another, he's going to be quite fair.
He has no choice in this. Now, he knows, as any judge should know, this is going to be national news. Every freaking thing that is done from that bench is going to be scrutinized. And he has to know that. So,
I
have pretty good faith in it.
Jack Smith is making sure that little Miss Cannon down there in her, first time ever on a
that might be a
really the largest case she'll ever see in her fucking career.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
Well, she made the right
it goes back
decision.
down to parking tickets or something.
He made the right decision, and you have to give her at least that in saying no to fuck Trump about having a those private rooms in his bathroom
But,
at
but
Mar-a-Lago so he
she
can
rubbed her
view,
feet for over a
view
month.
national security documents in the very place where he stole them.
When Dickhead done said he declassified the motherfuckers. So
Well, only in his mind.
but she just said that they're classified. I mean, come
Well,
on.
because she's being schooled by a professional.
I see that.
Jack Smith told her, "You have got to hold this hearing, and when we have these classified documents being displayed, they need to what are the fucking rooms called? Somebody come up with it. Help my
But,
brain."
hey, but her ruling like that just blows his case clean out of the fucking water, does it not?
Well, no, it doesn't, because that is what legally needed to happen, and Trump was trying to have one of them built at Mar-a-Lago, and she told him no. No. And when you and your attorneys want to view the documents, which will be handled by an officer of whatever agency is over it, and he's legally bound to pass the documents up and collect them back up and supervise their being read, and they could take notes, they could discuss it in that, what is it, the skip, that's what it's called.
I thought he
And-
was basing
and-
he was
secure-
basing his whole damn he was basing his whole argument over that they were already declassified though. I
Well,
don't
he
know.
was-
Because all he had to
his-
do is think it, and they were
no,
declassified.
No, his argument is based on the fact that the Presidential Act says they belong to him because he was the president. But if anybody has ever read the Presidential Act, that is not what it says.
And here's a little bonus. Here's a little bonus, Bernadette. They
Yeah.
belong to him if he wants to argue that point when he's president. And on January 20th, he was no longer president.
Exactly.
They do not
He-
belong to
no,
him.
no,
They
John,
belong to
no,
the
John,
White House.
Here's the thing. Even while he's president, they do not belong to
No.
him.
They belong to the
They
people.
belong to the people.
Yes. Every document
Now, if
does.
he wants to write, "My wife is a bitch" on a piece of paper, that belongs to him.
Now, man,
No.
if he writes it in the Oval Office there, or really presidential, that has to go in the records there.
No,
Sure.
no,
Sure.
because he
Put
is
that in
talking
there.
about his
I want
wife,
it in there.
and his wife doesn't belong to the United States of America. Thank God.
But if he's
that belongs to him.
yeah, but war
Now,
plans
if he
to
writes-
attack another
if he
country, I don't
writes,
think that
"My
belongs to him.
lover, Kim Jong-un, is a bitch," yeah, that belongs
Okay, that
to
belongs
the
to
people.
you. Yeah, okay. Just about who the bitch is. That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's his argument, and it doesn't hold water. They keep saying that the
Weak as
documents
fuck.
case is the
Just like
strongest
the
case
current
against him.
Speaker of the House.
It's open and shut.
Weak as fuck.
You know, he knew what he was
Oh.
doing when he kept everything. When he's up there
Yes,
in
he did.
Bedminster waving around documents showing we're going to attack Iran.
Did you see what Just said?
What?
I like my presidents who don't confuse nuclear secrets with their toilet paper.
Yeah, really?
Yeah,
Really?
right.
You can't figure out which one to wipe your butt with it. Maybe you shouldn't be in the Oval Office. He should never have been there to begin with, and all of us know that. We all knew what was coming when the minute he walked in the door. Are you shitting me?
Hey, I heard that.
I did too. Mega Wet Willie came in with a $10 donation and said, Judge Holt's John Eastman trial to admonish Steve Bannon for live streaming hearing against judge's orders, though his lawyer said he didn't know it at the time. Well, I didn't know. I promise I didn't know. Mega Wet Willie, thank you very much. And Bob K came in with $5 and said, I've voted in every election in Oregon for the last 20 plus years from the comfort of my own desk. Vote by mail just works, period. Seems to be, but can you really trust that postal service, the United States Postal Service, run by government employees? I don't know. Yes, you can. That's what the fight is going to be about. It's going to be about the vote. Bob? It's going to be about who gets the vote, where they're going to get the vote, what time they're going to get the vote, whatever impacts the vote. You can bet your ass the Republicans are going to push it in damn near every state they control. They're doing it in Texas, baby. They're just going to try to limit the polling places, the times, everything. Move them out of schools so you can't use a school there, you know. We'll turn the library into a detention center, but vote? No, we can't be demonstrating any civic duties around here. Yeah. That's what
Again,
Don't give somebody a goddamn glass of water that's been standing in line
Nah,
for fucking
no,
4
it
hours.
you're really that thirsty, really wipe your brow and you know, wring it out of your sweatshirt.
Hey,
Get you a
you
drink.
can't even give
No
them a
salty.
ride to the line.
No, no, you can't give them a drink of water in the line. You can't do anything when you're in that line. Yes, the restraints the Republicans want to put back, and it's across the country. Anywhere they hold power, they are trying to impact who can vote, when they can vote, how they can vote. Although,
Part of the plan, John.
part of the
It's
plan.
part of the plan.
Yeah, I understand.
It's been part of their plan for a long time, and that's why, voter suppression is extremely high. And the Democrats have been shouting about it for years. This whole redistricting case out of Alabama is not just to deny the people of Alabama. What Alabama's plan is, and mark my words, they're trying to get back to the Supreme Court. That's why they're going to deny everything that the lower courts do, including the three-court circuit court, and they're trying to get back to the Supreme Court so they can get rid of the last section of the Civil Rights Act, which is Section 2, which talks about denying people their right to vote because of race. They are seriously trying to shut that down. That is the last standing section of the Civil Rights Act, and that is Alabama's plan.
They're
they are
trying to
trying
base
to set
it on something
precedent
other
so they
than
can use
race.
it in every other state is what they're trying to do. And it has to do with splitting this district. Well, it's 2 districts. They're trying to make one. Is that right, Bernadette?
That's
Or is it
besides
the
the
opposite?
point.
Well, what they're doing is the precedent
They
they're
created
trying to
one
set.
district, and the courts told them to go back because of the population
And make
and
2.
create 2 districts.
And
They
Alabama said,
no.
piss
So
off.
the court ordered cartographers to draw the maps, and Alabama again said, "Fuck you with your maps. We're taking it to the Supreme Court," because their goal is not about creating 2 districts or even 1 district. Like I said, it is to attack the last standing section of the Civil Rights Voting Act of 65, which is Section 2, which is based on denying people the right to vote because of race. They want to get rid of that section. So we will.
To be more precise, I think it talks about
the whole entire Civil Rights Voting Rights Act. Okay.
It denies
Right.
people representation.
But
That's
the
what
tack they're taking is to claim that this area needs to be divided or put together. I don't know which way it goes, but it has to do with tourism. Really, tourism has nothing to do with
Right.
color.
Yeah.
No.
Toss that shit out the window, whatever argument that
Nor does it have anything
is.
to do with voting. Nor does it have anything to do with voting.
Exactly.
And so, their mission is quite clear if you understand what they're doing.
They argue that they're not
Understand.
denying anybody their right to vote. We're just making our districts the way we think it ought to be. But the key word in that is they're denying representation, meaning
They are.
they're diluting the vote on purpose to deny a certain specific group fair representation within the government.
Once they get to the Supreme Court,
Yeah.
and if the Supreme Court upholds Alabama's wishes, that shit's going to spread
It's going to
across
spread
the
all
country
over the
like
place,
wildfire.
baby. Texas
And that
will
would
do
be the
it all
precedent.
across the
Yep.
South for sure. Every
Texas
Republican
is already
state.
trying to take over all the large
And they think
minority
they have a
districts
friendly
in
court. That's
Texas.
the deal. They
Yes.
think they have a friendly court. So, let me see what
Let's
Joe's
hope they
doing.
don't, though.
Well,
It's a full-on attack, I think.
Look at all the rights that the Supreme Court has already turned over. And tell me
Yeah.
if you were an Alabama GOP that you wouldn't think that they would do what you asked them to do.
We've never had an unbiased court, but it's worse now. I mean, the
Bought and
direction
paid
that the
for.
court wants to go is
We've
the only
never
thing
had
holding
a court that was bought.
bought and paid for.
But Bernadette, on everything that you said, there's another silencer out there. Is these Christian white nationalists that claim to be independent that aren't? They're Republican, but they claim to be independent. Now, this is the big thing right now. And what's happening is they're going, we can't vote for Joe because guess who's going to be vice president if he dies? That strong black woman. We can't have that. We don't like Kamala or her, anything that she stands for. And on what
Well,
basis does a
They,
vice
they don't like
president?
Kamala. They don't like Fonnie
Yeah, but
Willis.
what-
They don't like
Answer this, Bernadette. On what basis does a vice president ever do anything as far as pass laws, do things, except for she's the 51? I got that.
I will
What
tell
is-
you. I will tell you on what basis. Johnson. When Kennedy was killed, Johnson was made president. Bingo,
Yep.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Yeah, but on this note, the Christian white nationalists are going,
On the airplane, back flying Kennedy's body, Johnson was sworn in on the
Yep.
airplane flying
Yep.
back to D.C.
Talking
Yep,
about
we
recent
sure
news that's recent, recent news on that subject, Kennedy's assassination. One of the Secret Service men that was on scene that day has now come forward and said that he is the one that put the bullet on the gurney that Kennedy was laying on. Now, forever, this has been a very controversial thing. The bullet was definitely found on the gurney, which means, oh wait, was it Conley? I think it was the bullet Conley was laying on. Anyway, that's the bullet that went through Kennedy's neck, and then through Conley's lower back and arm, and then laid out on the on the gurney at the hospital is where it was found. And that bullet came from Oswald's rifle. And
But did you see that bullet? It was so intact.
yes, that's always been a controversial thing because it went through Kennedy's neck, hit his vertebrae, which would have damaged a bullet. There would have been damage on that bullet. It probably would have tumbled after that and entered into Conley. Possibly there would still be more damage then. This is almost a pristine bullet. And that has always been one of the little things in the Kennedy assassination that people point to and go, hey, wait a minute. Because it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
And now we have a Secret Service agent saying that he put that bullet there. It is
Well, I
still a
think
pristine
always-
bullet.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's not a mob yet, you know.
Yeah.
They were trying to clean up the mob. They was trying to make the union stronger. They was doing all
Oh,
kinds
there
of
was
shit.
a lot of push against Kennedy for the things that Kennedy was doing.
Mhm.
You know. Anyway, Joe,
Yeah.
are you with us?
Yes,
Or
I
does that
am.
leave MLK Jr.?
Hello, Ed. How are you?
John?
How are
I'm
you?
fine. I miss Aussie Dave.
I do.
However, I still can't get over the fact. I still can't get over the fact that they're finally going ahead with the impeachment inquiry because Biden is trying to restructure this is trying to rebuild this country of what Donnie the dickhead did.
Yeah. That's going to take some work.
The way-
man.
Oh, sorry, John. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
You're very clear as a matter.
Yeah, but still, he still work. And John, what about Rob? You know about our Robert Kennedy Jr. He is no Kennedy. He is a black
No.
sheep.
Oh, the
Oh,
one
yeah.
running now. Yeah, Robert, is it? Yes, Robert. Kenny, the one that's running now, the one that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
Junior,
He's supposed to be a
Junior.
Democrat.
Right.
He's anti-vaxxer.
yeah. Well, I don't know what to say about that guy. You know, one too many kicks in the head. I think I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't follow much of what he does because I just it's irrelevant what he thinks. I think he's pretty much he's out
An
there,
idiot.
buddy. Yeah, you know, I think he leans more towards conservative side than he does the liberal side myself.
He does.
Yeah, Yeah, I don't.
I think he's supposed to be a conservative Democrat.
He's got the name. I think he gets that recognition, the Kennedy name, which carries a lot of weight. You know, the Kennedys were something to be very proud of, and he's kind of going against the grain there. I don't think much of his family would like him. You know.
I say no.
John, still. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. Joe, go ahead.
No, I seen y'all was talking about Romney earlier. He said on there the only thing that got passed or any policy through Trump, and he said that on an interview. I seen it within the last couple of days. He goes, "Was that damn wall?" He finished 50.
Oh yeah, I saw Romney up there. Yeah, yeah.
It's just
throwing a little dirt over there in Donnie's face.
There's no other policy that was passed.
No, he talked about all that talk about the health care, how he's going to provide health care for everybody, and nothing ever came of that. It's just bullshit that he talks about, and that's how he carries the right. That's how he carries the maggots. He doesn't have to follow through on anything. He just has to come up with hugging the flag, sing something, say something patriotic, or in your face, or America.
Well, we're in one when we need it. Tell the truth, you dumbass. What got you so brain dead?
Yeah. Anyway, Joe.
There's talking points that they don't like, and that's truth. Facts, research. They don't like.
They don't like that shit because it proves facts. It proves facts.
They get mad and start going.
They don't like that.
And I'm like, you better be concentrating on this fucking orange Mussolini and start fucking thinking about our future and our grandkids' future. This is no joke. We're in a crisis, and we got to wake.
We're going to slide into one next year, brother. We're going to see crisis next year. Joe, are you with us?
I sure am.
How are you doing?
I'm on the road again.
Are you on the road again? Where are you headed to?
I'm on the road. I'm heading back home. I've been out there at the ranch.
Oh, okay. Your local home. Well.
Yeah, I've been fortifying the compound.
Well, good. Get it all ready, brother. We might need it soon. I'm telling you. Well, be careful on the road, brother. You got Mama with you?
No, Mama's 99.
Oh, okay.
She's
a wise woman.
She's getting old, John. She's starting to feel it.
Well, she doesn't look it. You tell her I said that too.
I know she don't look it.
No, she don't look
I know
it, brother.
she don't look it. My Lord, I'm getting to the point that I'm getting jealous.
A freaking truck tried to attack me today, Joe. I was minding my own business. Sitting there. Again. Some bitch reached right out and just smashed my glasses right on my face. I was doing nothing, man. Minding my own business.
You got too close, John.
Huh?
What are you doing laying under that truck? I've been trying to get rid of all my honeydews so I can go out there. Yeah. And I got my.
Because I looked at how much a mechanic's going to cost. This shit's going to be done by me.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to pull it out myself. I'm going to get it down to at least where the bearing is. If I can get the bearing off, then I might take it to a place and have a new bearing installed into the hub, and then bring it home and try to get it back in. Yeah.
On that note, John, check your FB Messenger.
Oh yeah. What's it? I got to look.
On that note, On that note.
Well, I'm on my way. Let's see right here. We'll pull this sucker right up right here and find out what KY is talking about.
Did you put your
shit,
truck
buddy, be careful. I know you're in you're no better shape than I am, brother.
By God, if I can help, I can help. That's what brothers do. Fuck it.
I want to thank KY Michael Johnson for coming in with a $20 donation, baby. No, that don't ding. But I damn sure appreciate it, buddy. I do.
Just look at you.
But don't hurt yourself, man. I remind people all the time, if you have a few bucks to that you can donate, I damn sure appreciate it. It's the only thing getting my ass through nowadays. But that's not a requirement of this Blue Dot family and never has been. We don't ask for I know it's buddy.
Apple butter money. I'll have about 4 cases of apple butter ready in about 2 weeks. And I sell the piss out of it here. I ain't kidding you. I'll have about 4 cases done.
I'm going to tell more about this story, but there has been a Blue Dot that stepped up and made sure that we're going to eat for a little while in the way of groceries. So I'm more on that later, though. I've got so many
Thank
other things. It's,
That's some of the apple butter money.
I just have to worry about other things on my truck, like the windshield
Yeah.
or headlights or,
Yeah.
the
Don't
side
speak
mirror if
on
I
it,
get
John.
hammer
If
crazy
your
and start
truck
beating the shit out of it.
if your truck hears you, all those things are
I know
gone.
it. I
Don't
know it. I know
don't
it.
speak
Yeah,
it
I
out
love my
loud.
truck. I love my truck. That's how come I'm going to
There
be
you
out there
go.
kissing that sucker and trying to fix it myself because because that truck's paid for. I can't afford another payment. Can't go that way. So I got to fix that
So
thing.
somebody, I think it was Bart Lawson in the chat wanted to know if it was inner bearings or outer bearings.
I'm hoping the outer bearing. I'm hoping the outer.
Isn't it a unit, inner and outer unit that
Together.
you because I did that on my Dodge Ram
Well, here's what I'm doing. On the advice of my son, who is rather smart and has already taught me, you do know, Dad, that there's a YouTube video for that, and I don't give a shit what you're talking about. There's a YouTube video for that, and I did. I went to YouTube. 2010 Chevy Silverado, 1500 two-wheel drive, front wheel bearings, and boop, there's the video, step by step, how to take it off, how to get it off. A hammer is involved, so John will enjoy certain parts of this. Yes, son of a-
yeah.
there is a hammer involved. But
How many miles does it drive?
I'm,
The hammer,
Not just a
hammer-
hammer.
okay, go ahead, Michael.
I said a 5-pound hammer's involved.
Yes,
I've
yeah.
replied.
Well, mine's a 3-pound. I got a 3-pound short-handled little sledge that I use for beating
How many
things.
miles is it on, John?
What,
I know what you use that. I know
wait,
what you use
what is that, Ed?
How many miles does it have?
Oh shit, 140. I think about 140.
100,000, huh?
Yeah, I put down
Not
there
bad.
every one of them on there. The engine runs like a chop. I've always treated it real good, but it was having front end trouble, and the brakes were not that great. So I thought, oh man, I got problems here. I'm gonna go with the brakes. Let's get the brakes fixed first. So should have gone with the wheel bearing first, I guess. But got great brakes
Well,
now. It just ain't going nowhere.
Are they-
You have to laugh at this shit. Or you just go out there truly with a hammer and beat the shit to death. But you can't do that. There's a reason to do
tradition.
everything. You just don't do it.
Are they traditional bearings or like sealed unit, like a bearing? That is,
I don't
you
know.
can't grease it.
I don't
You
know.
buy it.
I think it's a sealed unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass.
I don't think it's like the old days when you pull your bearing off and repack the wheel bearings. Remember?
Right.
Right.
exactly.
Yeah. We don't do that no more.
No.
No.
No
We just
vehicle has
throw
those
it away
anymore.
and get
If
new.
it did, I could have pulled it apart and repacked the wheel bearings myself, put it back on there, and probably lasted another 100,000 miles or whatever. I don't know. It's
I don't want you to maintain nothing anymore.
no. As a matter of fact, that little car that we own, I'm worried about it because we're driving the shit out of it now. I open that hood and look in there and go, no, just no.
that hood is full of pearls.
Yeah, man, it's all engine in there. It's sitting sideways and shit. I know where the dipstick is and stuff like that.
You better have some really tiny hands to get down
Yeah.
there and work in that
And
shit.
no shit. These are not things that you could work on anymore. Anyway,
Yeah,
we
I
can still
know.
work on our country, which is what we're doing. So whip out the
This
torture
is blue room. This is blue room content here.
Yeah, this blue room talk.
Just like
John's
Joe
pitiful
Garcia
life.
said, jack stands. Just use jack stands. Don't do the concrete. He's right about the jack stands. You gotta have them jack stands. So let him bring the jack stands
Well,
over there
if he
to
gets
you.
them over here, but them concrete blocks, I've been using them all my life.
He offered it to you, but
Yeah.
hey, I feel more comfortable with jack stands than I do blocks.
John, I'm gonna see if I can go tomorrow. I think I'm done. I'm gonna bring you the jack stands, and I've got air impacts. I got a little compressor in the back of the
I
trailer.
got air, Joe. I got an air compressor.
What? You got Ted Cruz living right beside you?
Right beside me, buddy. It blows hot air like you wouldn't believe. No, I got a good sized air compressor out in the shop. I can just run a hose
Okay.
out there. I think I got
Okay,
enough
well,
hose to reach.
Well, I've got another, I believe 50 foot, so that ought to
Bring
be
another
enough.
section of hose, because I might need that. But I got a good compressor; it'll run all day.
And I got the jack stands. We'll put it on there and step back because once I get going, I'm gonna pull out the baling wire and I'll get it fixed.
A little baling wire and glue—that's all you need, brother. It's a
I
Hell
wish I
yeah.
on the road.
Oh, and John, I really did.
I wish I was down there to help you.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. It's what I'm I just saw where God damn it, DJ has problems with his truck. It's going to cost him $3,500 just for the parts. I don't know what parts those are, but damn. See, so I'm not the only one out here having to deal with, we have Blue Dot family members every day that have to deal with. Bernadette's car ain't running great.
Nope.
She's got to get out there and crank that handle every once in a while, get the engine started. Shit, it's rough.
Running great. It's got 300,000 miles, but it's running, and I don't go very far. But it gets me to where I go.
I just read. You know what the best car is for longevity on the highway today? What car out there manufactured stays on the highway longest?
Toyota.
Yeah, Toyota.
Mm-hmm.
And when I read that the other day, it brought me back. I think I mentioned this before to when I was working for the Army, and I was a management specialist, and we had a program we were trying to push called statistical process control, which was something the United States developed many decades ago. Thought we didn't like it, so we gave it to Japan, and Japan took it and ran with it. And that's why they have vehicles that stay on the road longer. Just that process itself. And
I'll tell you what, when a Toyota starts to die, they pull out the Samurai.
Yeah. Well, this in a nutshell, all that program was everything that we build in our manufacturing. We have tolerances, plus or minus, whatever that is. Well, in statistical process, there is no variance. Every part is manufactured exactly the same way.
I've rebuilt like a Chevy 350, and then I've rebuilt like a foreign, like a Mazda 4-cylinder. There's just a way stricter tolerance on a foreign engine.
Indeed. Yeah. There are no tolerances hardly. It's not plus or minus shit. It's on the money every time. And what that does.
There's more made over 1 million miles than any other vehicle.
Yeah. And the sad part is that process was developed here in the United States. We didn't think it would be agreeable with our production methods here in the United States. They like tolerances here. Just make it plus or minus this. And
America is a throwaway society. We use something for a couple of years and we throw it away and buy a fucking new one.
That's what we're at now. We're in a disposable society now. Just about everything we buy, use it, dispose it.
Yes,
it's all by design. It's all by design by companies. That's all it is. By design by big companies.
That's how come you don't have TV repair shops.
The quicker
you want to
wears
go
out,
get a TV, just go buy you a new TV.
The quicker it wears out, the quicker you go buy a damn new one. Yeah. I mean, that's the capitalism right there.
Yeah. We had TV shops when I was growing up.
Yes, we all did.
That's true.
And I'm sure there still might be one or two out there, but I'm sure they're not making great amounts of money. People are in a disposable society. TV breaks, you just go get a new one.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Hey, also you have the Joneses. You got to keep up with the fucking Joneses across the street. Yeah, they got the biggest, the baddest.
Hey,
fucking
you see their TV? Jesus Christ, honey, we got to do better than that. God damn, man.
I mean, that's
Next
bullshit.
thing you know, you got a drive-in theater in your front living room.
Fuck that shit. That is stupid.
It is. It's the society we live in, brother. It's trying to keep up with the Joneses. Not necessarily that, but try to keep up a certain lifestyle. It's getting harder and harder to do nowadays. We see that now. Right now, there's a huge fight going on between the auto workers and the union, and there could be within hours. We are within hours of a possible shutdown. And
John, you also got the writers and the actors going on strike for better money and better pay.
That and I just read a story today. There's some. Oh, what was it? It was. The guy like Bill Maher is going to return, but he's not going to return with a monologue or the way he normally ended up with the news stories at the end. He won't be.
So he's going to be a scab.
It's just going to be. He's going to just do the interviews, which don't require writers. No, I don't think he's getting much putback from the union. There's several shows that are going to do that. They're not going to actively do anything that requires a writer. But interviews, like a news show, don't fall into that purview. I think that's the way they're trying to attack it. But I did read the story that Bill Maher will be back on the air, but it's going to be in limited form. So it's not.
You mean it's going to be scripted? It's not going to be scripted? That's against the grain.
Yeah, no, it's going to be open. Just like what we're doing right here.
Yeah. Wouldn't that make him a scab, like a union scab?
Yeah, I'm sure some are going to try to find him that way, but and from what I understand, he's been in contact with the union, and this is agreeable. They're not.
My problem with Bill Maher is he's kind of an anti-vaxxer, and he's big friends with that old shithead, that damn bald-headed shithead. What the fuck's his damn name? Joe Rogan, yeah, that asshole.
I don't know too much about that guy. I hardly ever listen to him.
He's Rogaine. He's Rogaine, really. That stuff that helps restore hair or something.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I use it right here. Look at that. So that's Rogaine.
Rogaine.
You know who's got the corner on that market?
Well, what market? Which one?
On the Rogaine.
Who?
The Rogaine market.
Who's got the corner?
Donald.
Huh?
Donald Jessica Trump.
I'd just love to see how that stuff looks at natural.
Because he brushes his rug every day and then glues it on his head.
It's a wonder it doesn't. Just got to. Okay.
Did you see that deal? It's on Facebook where they got. Do you remember Underdog? And,
yes.
That's Matt. And they've compared him to Giuliani.
Wait a minute, I lost that in translation. Underdog. I'm thinking about the dog that flew through the air. Anyway.
Yeah.
That guy. Really?
Yeah, Simon Sinister Simon.
And Polly Pureheart.
In Polly Pureheart.
Yeah. Anyway, they compared him to Giuliani, and I can't unsee that. He looks just like him.
Oh, really?
Oh, right. The picture of him.
I did not see that. Thank goodness I did not see that.
Oh, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Joe?
No.
Don't show me, Joe.
No.
I don't want to see Joe.
There's no need to fear.
Underdog is. Yeah, that's the way it goes. I'm looking forward. Michael Johnson, who's in the room here with us, sent me a coffee cup, and he sent it to me because I made the comment I like his cup, because in his picture there you see him drinking out of a Magateers coffee cup, and that's all I saw was Magateers. I just said that's a cool looking cup, and so what does Michael do? He sends me one. It's in the process of getting to me, I believe. But today I looked at it closer through the picture and zoomed in on it, and what it actually says is,
the best part of waking up.
Yeah, the best part of waking up is Magateers in my cup, and the first thing comes to mind is that old coffee commercial. The best thing about waking up is Magateers in my cup. Yeah, it made it that much better. It made it that much better. I enjoyed it. So, but evidently it is somewhere between Corpus Christi and Robstown, and I'm thinking it might take another 3 or 4 days to make that 30-mile trip. Or I don't know. I'm sure it will get here soon, though. I'm looking forward to it.
Eventually. Yes, sir.
Speaking of MAGA, did you see what the White House put out on, well, what was formerly Twitter, I guess?
X.
They've decided to start doing a GOP playbook with words, right? So we have what we call Bidenomics, and who actually coined that? I think it might have been the GOP called it Bidenomics.
I think so, when they thought it was going to be a bad thing.
Right, and well, the White House has come out and explained how bad Maganomics is.
Ooh, Maganomics.
Yeah,
that's not going to be good.
No, it looks like the 1% kind of thing,
yeah,
right?
I would imagine, baby. That's where that's going.
Yep.
You let them.
Yeah, 2025, and you'll find out about the economics.
You know, right now, is sitting down listening to the argument going on now with the union, with the auto workers union, and they're asking what the company is saying. What the companies are saying is, oh, you're asking for too much money and too much a percentage of an increase. And actually, when you look at it, the union is only requesting what the what management gave themselves. With
yes.
yeah, with the.
They don't
I'm
have
sorry,
any
got a hiccup.
CEO fucking praises.
Yeah, they gave themselves a 40% increase in salary and benefits. 40%. Well, that's pretty good. Company must be doing good. Give us 40%. Oh, no, we can't do that. Shit, we only got a little bit of money left here. Shit, you need to be poor, hungry, and needing a job.
But what I seen on that, now see, I live right next to Ford and Chevy here in Kansas City. And what I seen on that, they made over, I think it was somewhere around 40 some odd billion. If they gave every damn worker in the whole UAW 80,000 extra a year, they'd still
make money.
Billion.
Seems to be a racket, doesn't it, KY? Because you'll find the same thing when you talk about the petroleum industries. The oil companies are recording record profits, profits, while you're paying out the wazoo at the gas pump. And they have every excuse in the world of why they need to charge you that, because it's just hard to get that gas out of the where's my.
Yes, and the same damn thing with oil. When Trump told Saudi Arabia, hey, cut the oil, we'll fuck Biden. Guess what they did? Cut it down $1 million per day. Yeah. They're trying to fuck Biden regardless, and all these retards that are going.
What they're willing to do is screw the United States American people over to get.
Yeah, and the dumbasses.
Because I've said this forever. The Republicans are like this. When they're out of office, they will do everything in the world to make things look like shit. If it's what they're doing right now, they're threatening to shut down the government. They're all sorts of crap they're threatening because it hurts the economy. If it hurts the economy, if it's hurt the American people, people are going to blame the president, and we got an edge. That's the way they're thinking. They always do this shit. They do not work for the American people. They sell bullshit patriotism to a bunch of maggots, a bunch of teabaggers that crawled out from under a rock, and the only word they know is America. And
Mirage.
It's unions that built the middle class in this country, baby. Never forget that. It is unions that brought the working man up to a living wage. It wasn't by the virtue of a company going, oh, we're going to need to treat our workers better. No. They could give a shit less whether you lived or died. They could get somebody else tomorrow to replace your ass.
These fucking maggots, they can't see the forest for all these fucking trees in the goddamn way.
No. Oh, they sell it different. Hey, right to work. We're going to support right to work because every man has a right to work in this country, and you can't. That's the way they sell it, baby. That sounds real patriotic, but that's bullshit.
When the maggots see trees, they think paper. Just cut the forest down.
Yeah, they think something.
Toilet paper mostly, because you can only use that once.
Just once. It's disposable commodity that has to be, and we can't do without toilet paper. So, yeah, it's I don't know. It's a strange world sometimes when you sit back and try to bring in the whole big picture. It's difficult to do that without getting pissed off, because you can see, if you look at the generations of fights that have gone on to try to improve the lives of the working class, it's been a battle every freaking step of the way. And it's a battle that costs this nation, because I've told you all before, we're all in the same boat. What comes first out of your check? Rent, baby. Got to pay that electric bill. Hey, got a phone? Well, you got to pay that internet bill. Oh man, you got to pay that. Your taxes owed to insurance. The last thing on that list is going to be your groceries, baby. That's the world we live in.
They demonize the working class.
They do.
Hey, if you're on fucking welfare, they demonize you.
Yes. If you ask for any assistance at all, they treat you like you're on welfare. Like, oh, look at you, you're just a burden upon society. No, the burden upon society are those 1%ers up there. What do they? It's like you can only have so much fucking money. I said, what is it? Just a number in a bank account to you? That's it. That money's not working except for him. Or that person, whether him or her, whatever, Betsy DeVos. It's all about them and what they got. You were just, you're a cog. Not even a cog. You're not even a bearing in a cog.
Who just came into the room because whoever it is, their mic is like...
Yeah, I'm picking up something
a lot of feedback coming on.
Who is that?
I believe it's Ed.
Can you hear me?
Ed, no, we can't hear you. We hear your mic. Yes, thank you.
There you go. Thank you. And we just had a donation come in by the Hippie Channel. The Hippie Channel donated. I don't know. I suspect. The Hippie Channel came in with a $2 donation. It said, "Strike by the United Auto Workers, all but certain." Yeah, and we're within hours of it. Yeah. And it's going to be, I understand. Thank you, the Hippie Channel. We appreciate that, and I like that name. Because, hippies. I just wonder if that's DJ. Anyway.
It is DJ. You know that's DJ.
I thought that was. The Hippie Channel was DJ. What was I saying? Shit.
Hey, Dave's not,
Squirrel.
Dave's not here. His hand up.
Who? Somebody got a hand up?
Dave's not here.
Oh, Dave. Dave's not here, man.
Yeah, Dave's not here.
Dave's not here, man. Wait a minute.
I had to reboot.
I can't see it now. Now it's dark.
Yeah, the first thing that comes out of my damn check is Medicare A and B.
I'm talking about things you pay after you get that comes out of my check before I get it. My life insurances, my health insurance, all that shit comes out before I get it. And then it's like, here, knock yourself out with what's left.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you see the union fighting for what they're not asking for anything more than what the company gave it, the upper echelon, the CEOs and the board that they got. Is their life any less important within that company than theirs is? I don't think so, because they're fixing to prove that. And this is going to be a structured strike. They're not going to strike all across. Everybody's going to walk out in one day. No. I think they have it structured where they're going to walk out of the engine factory. Don't build no engines. You got no engines to go in trucks.
It trickles. Yeah, it trickles down.
Yes, in critical areas, they're going to strike to where production will be, damn near at a standstill, without taking everybody off the line. Some people, the company, they could come back and say, well, we're going to shut down. Everybody's off the line. This is going to go a lot of different ways, but at a certain point, when you talk about the 1%ers and the very upper class, they gave in the audience, they gave themselves 40% raise. 40%. That's almost half. It's.
I wish I could give myself a fucking raise.
No shit. Yeah.
Well, we better get those parts for your truck before
that goes up daily. But yeah, it's if they didn't fight, then like I was saying, they frame it as a right to work. You're a right to work state, and they frame that like you have a right to work. Yeah, you have a right to work for cheap wages. You have a right to work and get fired for any goddamn thing, no matter for what. You have a right to a lot of bullshit that goes on.
You have a right to no fucking rights.
Yeah.
Say that.
You have a right to no rights at all. And but they frame it in a way, that patriotic way.
Wasn't that a door?
Yeah. It's easy to sell patriotism, baby. It's easy to sell that shit. They don't know what they're voting against their own interest. America. They'll vote against their own interest in the name of in your face, I love America. Well, if you stopped and thought for a minute, buddy, maybe so you don't so much. Look how many are willing right now. This is what kills me. This gets me on the assholes in the Republican Party that are over there going, no, let's cut off the money to Ukraine. Screw them people. Let's see what happens. No. You want to talk about freedom and all of that shit? That's what those people are fighting for. They didn't start this war. They were attacked. They were trying to become part of NATO. They are trying to become more westernized every damn day, and they're doing a damn good job of it, and we can't stand up for that? Yeah, there's a problem.
They kicked out that corrupt motherfucker that was in charge and and elected an actual leader.
Yeah, well, he was a comedian. Go figure.
Well, yeah,
but he had the patriotism that needed to be in somebody's heart to do that job. You've got to have a love of your own country to be able to stand up to the shit that man's had to.
That guy that was in there before, he was a fucking puppet. That's what he was.
Yeah. I can't even remember his name.
I can't either.
It's the one when oh shit, I can't remember his name for shit. Anyway, yeah. When I hear Republicans talking about we don't need to be backing Ukraine, if Trump got in a heartbeat, he would pull us out of Ukraine. He would hand Ukraine over to Putin on a plate, and guess who would be next? Up in the Baltics, the return of the USSR.
And Labrador that have been chased on.
That would be gone.
It would be out of it. It was Biden that stepped in and saved everything when Donnie walked out the door, because Donnie spent his whole time kicking everybody in NATO's shit right in the shins. He didn't give a shit. Remember that picture of Angela Merkel standing up in his face trying to put him down? The man made an ass of himself on the world stage. And Joe Biden came in and not only repaired those relationships, but he expanded NATO. And there are more nations wanting to join. Ukraine itself wants to join. Now we have Sweden and the Netherlands.
We have neutral Sweden.
Yes. Yeah. Neutral Sweden. Go figure.
They're famous.
Guess who they border with? Russia. You're thinking, oh, wait a minute, this guy's getting cranked up. The answer to all of that, though, isn't outside the United States. That's within Russia. Until Russia decides to do something about Putin. Because Putin has done the same thing Donnie wants to do here. And that is just sell patriotism. Love Mother Russia. Love America. Pay no attention to what we're doing. If you do that, they don't notice you picking their pockets, just taking all your money. It's for the motherland,
Putin endorsed Trump. I mean, all that bullshit that he was saying, and talking about how our damn system is our democratic system is so fucked up.
A lot of what the Mueller report was about Russian interference. So that's been, it's been, and there's no denying they're still doing it in a variety of ways, both electronically and through media, through social media and stuff. Yes, they're still trying to do the same thing. And their guy still is Donnie.
Putin is selling this stick to his fucking people. That, hey, look at America. Democracy's a fucking joke. That's what he's doing.
We're trying to keep it from becoming a joke.
But that's what he's selling his goddamn people.
Yes, that's what,
But he's always sold his people. That is nothing new.
He does not want democracy. If you let that man get if you let the Republican Party keep going the way they're going, we're not going to have democracy. We're going to have something else. What that is, I don't know. Authoritarianism? Probably. You'll be told where to go, comrade. Don't worry. If we
out of the 80s, we would have never dreamed this shit would fucking ever be here. It was started by an idiot. It started with Reagan, and I'll tell you that is exactly when he fucked up the Paradox Act.
That's where I remember things changing is when Reagan, maybe it was because that was the age of enlightenment. I don't know what it was for me. But when Reagan came in with his tricklenomics and you started watching what was in the news and what was happening, oh yeah, you had to. My
The
son asked me
fairness
today, when the last
doctrine
time we had gas
started
shortage? Well,
everything.
shit, I remember lines back in the
Yeah.
70s for gas all the way around the freaking block.
Oh Lord, yeah. Everybody was, it was a shortage. I remember that.
Yeah.
And the Fairness Doctrine Act, when Reagan stopped that in 1987, that's when everything went batshit crazy, because then you got your Rush Limbaughs and all these conspiracy theorist idiots.
That's when the
And
right
all
wing,
these veterans,
blossomed,
right
baby.
wing propaganda
Hey,
bullshit.
it's freedom of speech, buddy. They have a right to say whatever they want to say. Yeah.
My freedom, my rights. Oh my God! And I've been fighting it ever since. We all have been
And I'm
fighting it
thankful
ever
for
since.
it.
We
Anybody with a
cannot
brain.
take these motherfuckers. I wish that we got to get mental health care for these stupid fucking people, because they're going to go into relapse. They're going to
They're not going to pass mental health
relapse.
care for anybody.
Wow.
Those with issues, they'll have the finances to take care of that. They'll send them away to a nice island.
But is it the right way?
No,
But
it's
as a veteran, I would never dream that we would go back through this. Look down in Florida with that bunch of fucking Nazi flags and all that stupid shit.
Yeah,
Germany's
I saw that.
over
I
going,
saw that photograph, and it just, that's the kind of shit that does. Especially if you're a veteran, it does it to all of us, though. When you see that kind of bullshit, that somebody has the audacity to get dressed up with a swastika on and give the Hitler salute while holding a Nazi flag, it's just, where the fuck did you come from, buddy? What screwed up life did you live that led you to that shit?
Yeah, but I know I would go against the Geneva Hague Convention. My 50 caliber would be loaded, and there wouldn't be one man standing. I can tell you that.
I hate. That's the scary part of this whole thing, Michael. Is where they're willing, how far they're willing to take this. I'm concerned about 2024. I really am. This is not going to be an easy time within our country, because he's not giving up. Now his numbers are not that huge. So we're not talking the fact that they're gonna overthrow the whole country and move us around like cattle. No, that's not gonna happen.
But their bullshit is building. They said 34%. His last numbers I heard, their bullshit is building. Now, we don't need nothing like that. Germany's over going, what in the fuck is wrong with America? Why can't they do something?
Yeah.
Well, they don't hear us.
It's on the laws.
Silent.
It's all based on the manipulation of the laws we have. And if you have ill intent, you're going to find a way to bend the law and have it work.
But if you watched anything on MSNBC after lunch, it was nothing but 2 hours of Hunter Biden.
Oh, that's the sell today, baby. Hunter Biden on 3 gun charges, baby. And it does. It just makes me sick, because 2 of the charges are the same thing. You lied on the report, and you lied to the guy you were filling the report. I don't know how that works. And then owning a gun while doing illegal drugs. Those are the 3 charges. 2 of them are the same. But there's the 3 charges. And I'm thinking of how many people have bought weapons while smoking pot, which is an illegal federal drug. And it's, and that's what I meant. There was an appeals court just in August that struck that down. That struck that down. You can't do that. But they went ahead with this bullshit anyway. So it's not going to survive in court. We already
It's just
had it.
muddying the fucking waters. It's just muddying the damn waters.
This is entertainment. This is pure theater from the Republican right. That's what this story is. That's what the impeachment inquiry is. These are the things that they're going to, this is the, look, the hair's on fire. Look over here. We got to look. And
watch that movie.
We're going to hear this shit for a while. It's,
don't look. Did y'all watch that movie? Don't Look Up.
No, I think I have seen that, or part of it. I think I saw part of that movie. Yeah, the world's coming to an end. As long as you don't look up, you won't see it. Yeah, don't look up.
The asteroid, I seen that.
This, you could equate just. I don't even think I saw that. You could equate that whole movie right there with what democracy. Don't look up. If you don't pay attention to what's going on, if you don't make your way to the polls. If you don't make it an issue in our lives, yes, democracy is going to die, baby. Because all of it depends on us. We the people. We're what the Constitution was written for. This whole hullabaloo is for we the people. But if we the people don't participate, those that do make the rules. And that's it.
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem, John. You see, they believe that they are the only people.
Hey, John.
Yeah, they think they're the only ones that count, the only true patriots of the world. Yes, sir.
Of course.
Yeah, James.
I just got one thing to say, and it's gonna sound kind of awful, but if you think about it, gun shootings have gone longer than 9/11. Columbine was in 1999, and I'm not knocking 9/11, but school shootings have gone on longer than that, and it blows my mind and how hard we've had to fight for this stuff. And I'm not degrading 9/11, but at the same time,
No. But
I
you're
think
right. Gun violence
close to
crosses
the same
nations
amount.
at an epidemic level. The number one killer of children is guns. But none of that matters. Sandy Hook doesn't matter. School shootings across the country don't matter. It's the Second Amendment is the only thing that matters to a lot of Republicans. That's it.
And you know, it doesn't.
Why aren't they backing Hunter Biden?
Oh, because he was doing drugs. He was doing drugs. Besides that, his daddy's president. Did you know his daddy's president? That's why. I mean, that's what all of that is because this is the first time in history that a sitting president has had his son, a family member indicted with criminal charges against him. No other.
You tell me none of these NRA motherfuckers can relate to this situation?
Oh, no, they're not going to try to defend Hunter Biden. Are you shitting me? Although they should. They should because, like I said, in August, an appeals court struck down the fact that you cannot hold somebody, you can't say, well, you're using illegal drugs, because cannabis is an illegal drug. And they had to make an allotment for that. They got to do something there because it's an obvious screw-up. So an appeals court struck that down. So by law right now, he didn't do a damn thing wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. If you were to go by what the law is right now, but when he put in the thing, he lied, and let's face it, he lied. They got it. It's an absolute. He died. He did it. He's guilty. What are you gonna do? Give him prison? I don't think so. No. This is all just a bullshit.
The news just beat that dead horse like a son of a
they're
bitch.
going to continue to, and it's going to be the same thing with the impeachment inquiry. There is no evidence that Joe Biden is involved in any of his son's business dealings. And again, if his son did something wrong, I don't give a shit what you do. Do whatever you got to do to uphold the law. That's fine with me. Joe Biden evidently didn't do a damn thing. But it's guilt by association, that's Joe Biden. That's his daddy. Kids are just like their daddy.
And John, on that point, let's not forget that in the state of New York, Letitia James is prosecuting the Trump
crime family.
No. The Trump business, which involves Trump and his children. Okay?
I'm waiting on that, baby. They would scream piling on.
The only children of presidents who have been indicted in a state case up until this point.
Thank you, BW.
If Hunter Biden is guilty, let his ass fucking go to jail.
I don't have a problem with that.
I'm not voting for Hunter Biden.
Nope.
He is not on any fucking ticket for any fucking public office in this country. I'm voting for his father, who has done quite a bit for this country.
Amazing things.
It's the crime family that is a true crime family, and had a whole criminal enterprise running this fucking country for at least 4 years. Got indicted. Their father has been indicted 4 times. He says, this is my retribution.
Counts.
Please, people,
91
go out
counts.
and read Project 2025 and find out what these fuckers want to do if that asshole gets back in office. Go read that shit.
You'll understand.
Project2025.org. They'll tell you what they're going to do.
Oh, excuse me.
And the rest of it, fucking Hunter Biden doesn't fucking matter. If he's guilty, send his ass to jail. Sacrifice that lamb. I don't give a shit. Our democracy is far more important.
I just think if they do that, I think fair is fair. Let's take a look at Jarrett and Ivanka. I just wonder
Exactly.
about that.
Exactly.
Why don't if Joe Biden is the criminal that they say he is, he can pardon Hunter Biden right now before shit even fucking takes off.
Hey, first
and then
off,
we would know.
I want to put everybody's
huh?
I want to put everybody's mind to rest about the because the word pardon came up, and I saw this come right out of Donnie's mouth, being interviewed in there, and Donnie told this. I don't think this aired yet. I don't know who it was. They were showing a clip of it. He just did an interview, and in that interview, he said, and I quote, sort of, "If I'm president, I will not pardon myself." Really? I think you're lying through your teeth. Well, absolutely, he wouldn't have a reason to pardon himself because he would just negate the whole process of his prosecution, and it would just be null and void.
You know, it makes you kind of wonder if he fucking wears dentures, because then he could take his teeth out and he wouldn't be lying through his teeth. Huh?
Yeah, well, but he's lying out. He's lying out his mouth no matter what. Yeah, that's part of what I saw. Is that he said he would not pardon himself. Really.
He lies more regularly than he breathes.
I'm telling you, everything comes out of his mouth.
No, it's more like if he's breathing, he's lying.
Yeah, if he's breathing,
he's lying.
And that's what we're dealing with. That's why we're in this fight, because we know that he's trying to come back.
I'm so glad that this court case down in Georgia is not going to be moved to a federal court, so we can watch this shit on TV.
Yes, it's going to be entertainment, baby. You don't think I'm going to be watching just about every minute of it? You bet your ass I am. Holy shit, guess what? The Hippie Channel came back with another $2. Thank you, DJ, and said, "Impeach maggots. Maggots will have a black woman president." Well, you know, Joe Biden's impeach has to step down, you know. Guess what, boys? Yeah, I think that would work. I think they're concerned about that, too. It's going to be a hell of a season coming up.
But it's not really about it's not really about impeaching.
The Senate is not on
well, it's just about making a spectacle.
Hold on.
Come on. It's all about a spectacle.
It is.
It's
always about that.
It's about the show. And,
right.
And the show is right now. Look,
they get to say shit all the time. There'll be cameras in their face all the time. Impeach, impeach, impeach.
Isn't it sickening?
Whatever.
It is. It is. And especially when you, by choice, make it your life to watch the news constantly, which is what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of trouble for this. Marsha's telling me I got to turn the channel. Yeah, it's part of my job. You're right.
No, turn it off for a minute.
Yeah, I've got to separate. It is. It gets to be a much, you know, because passion runs with this whole discussion, with this whole process, what we're going through, everything that we're doing ever since he came. This is passion, baby. This comes through us in the form of this show and this family. It's because we're concerned.
Let them impeach. They will guarantee Biden will get back. Let them impeach. They will guarantee Biden will get back in the White House, and that he will have the House of Representatives with him again.
Keep your thought process going here, because they do want to impeach. Will he get convicted in the Senate? Hell no. Half the Republicans in the Senate think the Congress down in the House is just spinning their wheels and spitting on tires. That's all they're doing down there. The Senate is not going to. There is no fucking evidence. So it's going to be. They want the impeachment, though. That's what Donnie got. Donnie got impeached twice. He was not convicted in the Senate neither times. They should have.
But they're going to need a large part of the Democrats to go along with the impeachment.
It's just not going to happen in the Senate.
It's not going to happen.
But
it's not going to happen in the House.
They just want the impeachment in the House so they can point to it, like Donnie's. Well,
but they don't have everybody in the House. They don't have everybody in the house.
They don't have, but
No,
they
they
have
don't.
majority. They have majority. in the
I
House.
don't think so. They have a majority, but they don't have everybody of that majority going along with this impeachment.
I don't think so.
That they don't.
No,
They
there's
don't have
people
that.
there's people within the Republican Party that are saying this is bullshit. This is just causing more and more hate and
A lot of those
discontent
people
within
are
our
vulnerable.
society.
They are vulnerable. They have vulnerable spots, and by God, they ain't gonna go for it.
I guess we want to wrap it up because we're going to go way over again if we're not. And see how great that is that we can just keep on doing that. Anyway,
Time to run the credits, John.
I'm running them, baby. BW got after me a little while ago. Yes, he got after me a little while ago. So I started running them. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. Let me see. Dave, are you there, Dave? Where's Dave?
Dave's not here.
Dave's
man.
not here, man. I appreciate you coming in. I sorry I didn't see your thumb up there for. Even the dark glasses they're not good either. This shit's got. I gotta go get
Sorry,
glasses.
John.
That's all right. That's all right. Dave,
Sorry, John.
I appreciate you coming in, bub.
My bad.
All right. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Joe,
Yes, sir.
what are you doing?
I'm here.
Okay, you got home?
Oh yeah, I've
Okay,
been home
good
for a
deal.
little bit.
Good deal. Well, be careful, buddy.
I sure
Tell-
will.
Give Maria, give Maria our best.
I sure will. I'm gonna wake her up so we can get something to eat.
You're a mean man, Joe. Wake
I'm
her up.
telling you,
You're a mean man.
she's got the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
That's what they say. Anyway, brother, I'll talk to you soon. I'll
You
talk to you.
betcha,
I'll
buddy.
probably talk to you mañana.
Okay.
All right,
well,
brother.
Just let me know what you're doing.
All right, I will. I'll keep you informed.
Okay.
All right. there you
Okay.
go.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. And Ed,
Yes, John.
Ed, thank you for coming in, brother.
It's great to be back.
Yeah,
Want to still say Johnny Fly is still in spirit.
I knew that's what you've been earlier with. Yeah, Johnny Fly will be sorely missed around here for a long time. We were lucky enough to have Aussie Dave on the show the other day. I was happy to see him. But yeah, family's going to keep Johnny Fly in our hearts for a long time yet.
Yep, exactly.
So, but I
Second emotion.
appreciate you coming in, Ed.
Thank you, John.
You bet.
I'll see you
buddy.
next week.
And let's see, who'd I miss? I missed somebody. Oh, James. Hey, James.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for coming in, brother.
Hey, thank you.
I appreciate every
I just
time you
want
do.
to say.
Yeah.
I just want to say, I think if all Americans, maggots and the rest of us, had the access to the same fucking information, we would all there would be no division. There would be hardly any division
There'd
at
probably
all.
be a little discussion, but not the division we have now.
Yeah, that is
This
the
is a-
main
this
fucking
is a
problem
result
with
of-
America. There is so much fucking disinformation and bullshit out there that these people just latch on to it, and that's
Industries
all
are
they
based
get.
on it, brother.
Hey,
Come on, brother.
Hey, if
Fox
you,
News.
hey, listen, if you totally agree with everything your news source is saying, then you have no news source. Really. You don't.
Nope.
I'm just saying. Anyway, thank you for letting me come in.
James, I appreciate it every time you do, and I enjoy it, brother. Thank you.
You.
And KY,
Yay, brother.
thank you, brother. I'm sure the couple get here. I'm sure they put it on a meal yesterday. It'll probably get to
I
Robstown
think so.
sometime tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will get here, brother.
They got it sitting in a pile somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere on the table saying, where does this go? Robstown. Oh, that's too far away.
I just know you liked it, and I was like, I
I
gotta give
did
him
like it.
that
I like it even
crap.
more now that I read the whole damn thing, not just maggot tears.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
It's hard
Yeah, I
to
should have
wake
tuned
it up.
in. Yes, Maggoteers in my cup.
I will look forward to drinking out of it, brother. It looks like
Come
a good
here.
sized cup, too.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of coffee.
I'm enjoying the crying because they are crying. But I'm independent. Yeah, but they lean so far on Trump's nuts. That's a horny sport right
I-
there.
Lean a little harder, brother. Lean a little harder. All right, Michael. I
Yeah.
appreciate it, brother.
Yeah,
I'll
I
holler
just
at you
wanna-
if it comes in the mail. I'll holler at you.
All right,
I
thank you,
will
brother.
let
I
you know the
appreciate
minute
it.
it gets here.
Love my Blue Dot family.
Love
Always
you
have.
back, brother.
All right.
Anyway, Miss Chick,
Yes, John.
Do you have anything to add to tonight's festivities?
Well, I do a little.
Well,
We forgot to do any Two for Blues,
we
but
did.
it is kind of late.
Yeah.
So I will just say that we left off with Colorado last time.
Right.
I'm going to skip Connecticut and Delaware only because Connecticut has 5 districts and it already is 5 Dems. So
Right.
we're good there.
Good. Let's concentrate on
Delaware
places
has-
we need to hit.
Right. Delaware has 1 district, and I need to clean that up because I'm not really sure if it's a Democrat or a Republican or who's running or what that is. So
Right.
I have to get back to that. Florida,
Florida.
the
Oh,
stink state,
is there
has
any hope for
28
Florida?
districts. Well, I don't know. There's
There's gotta
28
be
districts.
Democrats
8
down
of them are Democratic. 20 are Republican right now. Of those 20, 12 of them are traitors. And we know who the biggest one is. Matt Gaetz in the first district.
Yeah. There's
We need
another
to
one.
get
Like
rid of
Marjorie
that
Taylor
bomb.
Greene. What were you people thinking? Really? That's the best you all
What
county
were
have
they
to offer?
thinking? And I think we have Gail Valamont running against him. I'll have to double check, see if there's anybody else. But, anybody but Matt. Anybody but Matt. But other than that, we had a couple of live shares the other day.
Outstanding.
Yeah, and if I can pronounce the names properly. Frank Marcatella.
Marcatello.
Marcatelli? Maybe it's Marcatelli. From the Villages in Florida. I'm
Outstanding.
sorry again for your luck.
It's gotta
And
get
Cher Tobish. I had something I wanted to share from her, but it's really long, so we'll try that next time.
Okay.
Christopher White from Texas, Nan Rockwood from South Dakota. She's a repeat defender.
A repeat defender? Outstanding.
Yeah, a repeat defender.
We like
and
them people.
Mary Casares from California.
Mary Casares.
I think
Outstanding.
pronounced that
Probably
Yes.
is.
So thanks for sharing that shit.
We appreciate you sharing that shit for sure. And Miss Chick,
Mhm.
I appreciate you, baby. I really do.
Thank you,
You
John.
always
I
have the
appreciate
information
you.
on that. Thank you for being here. And Bernadette.
Yes, John.
Thank you, baby.
Hey, stop beating up on your truck and it'll stop beating you up.
I was laying there minding my own business. Anyway, Bernadette, I
Yes,
really
please,
appreciate.
I need to put the truck on the stand.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
truck lies. I'm telling you right now, it lies. So Stephen D, I've got it'll be fixed one way or the other. Either the truck will win or
I
I'll
hear
win.
you.
And
I'm saying the same thing about my ride, dude.
But now,
One way or
now
another, it'll get fixed.
the whole glasses thing puts it into another. We've been having a discussion
Whole
about
nother
John
realm.
having to go get glasses. Well, this may bring it up to a top of the line thing. Put it up at the front of the list of shit John has to do because, yeah, this ain't good. Anyway,
Yes.
Bernadette, thank you so much for what you do. I see you putting
You're
everything
welcome,
in
and-
the chat, baby. I appreciate
And
that.
I want to thank the Blue Dot family for a lively chat in the
Indeed.
YouTube chat tonight. I will tell you again, Jess Coggins, you got my cackles up tonight.
Ooh,
That's okay, we're still friends.
you got her cockles up, huh?
You
Boy,
got my
howdy
cackles
shit.
up tonight.
Damn.
It was
Didn't know.
quite the lively conversation tonight, and I
Outstanding.
appreciate a good debate, and I appreciate everybody that was in there.
That's
Thank
why
you
we're
guys, and this is why we do this, and we're going to continue to do this until we save our democracy.
That's it.
'Cause there's only
here. No
one way
matter
to
how
do
long
that,
takes,
and
baby.
that's for us to get out and vote.
That's
So
it.
let's go do our job, you guys.
Let's save this country.
All
That's
right.
what we can do. Anyway,
That's what we're
thank
going to
you,
do.
Bernie, and thank everybody
You're
in the
welcome.
chat and for participating in this family. I appreciate y'all so much. The names you seen go by on Patreon, thank you so much. You're what keeps this bloodline going, and those donations that came in tonight, we appreciate it tremendously.
All right.
But the main focus, baby, is this family and this country, baby. And that's what we're about. So anyway, we'll be here again. What is today? Thursday? Today is Thursday, right?
Today is
Yes.
Thursday. Tomorrow's
Tomorrow's Beer and Bud Friday, baby. I need one. Anyway, we will be back tomorrow for Beer and Bud Friday. Then we'll be back here again for a Sunday meeting. So please, y'all come by and join us. And remember, no matter how much trouble your truck gives you or rains or whatever the fuck it is, put a smile on your face and give it away to somebody else because they damn sure need it. Anyway, I love y'all for being here. Y'all say goodnight.
Good
Good night.
Good night, everybody.